doing out there? Thank you. This is my show. This is not a crypto show, and I'm Mr. E, and this is my show. Thanks for joining. And one thing I forgot, this is a continuation from last night's episode. I really have to work on my intro though. I need to work on my intro, how I come in, how I say hello to the audience and everything. Just make sure sound is working. Sound is working pretty good. Alright, making sure background's cool. Right. I did a review last night on StepN, and this is just basically continue the ending of it. Basically, I did that late last night. That was late last. So it was 3 in the morning. I think I finished. I don't even remember. So I've been having a lot of late nights, past. It's been very busy, and now I'd rather much do these episodes during the day, because doing it late at night it's a bit challenging because you're more tired, right? So it was getting late, and I couldn't. I did pretty much the full review, except for what I wanted to do. Being that it was the end of the month, I wanted to transfer trade all the GST to Solana, and then even taking it out, sending it all the Solana out of the app wallet and into my Solana wallet, right? So kind of basically seeing how much I made that month, basically, right? But either way, there was the Solana network. It seems to it was down for a bit or it was highly congested, because even after the show, even that the transfer from my StepN spending wallet to my my regular wallet, right? What do they call it? Well, the one in the game and the one that you use to pay for stuff. Spending and just regular wallet. I just call it the global wallet. The GST never made it there. Even it was pending the whole night, so even I couldn't even do that on the show anyway, even if I had wanted to. So it was there this morning, and I did it this morning, and I made a calculation. I just want to share that. There was a couple things that I think I forgot to mention also, that I thought was important, and I realized that I forgot to mention it. Let me see if this is the right PowerPoint. Where is my PowerPoint? PowerPoint. I wanna use PowerPoint. What? Don't stop it right there. So what I want, so that this whole leveling up. So yeah, if you are interested, when you're buying a sneaker, as I mentioned, there's a when you run, you earn GST, right? And then you always, at any given time, you could level up your sneaker, right? So if you're from level 3 to 4, but there's a small amount of GST to do that. I forget how much. So when I start, when I started, because I basically leveled up all my sneakers up to the point where you start, because it's you only have to use GST, and then you get to these caps, not cap, but I guess a band, if you will, where you have to trade GST and GMT to get to that next band, so to get from 4 to 5, 9 to 10, and I'm assuming 19 to 20, etc. And so most of my sneakers now are at level 9, although the one that's earning the most, not there was one, the last one I bought, the 7th one, that is actually at level, I don't even know, let me look right now. I think, let me see, that one is a higher level, which is why I'm earning more from it. That is at level 19, right? And to get from level 19 to level 20, it will cost me 60 GST and 60 GMT. Now, doing the calculations, and then go up from 9 to 10, because most of my sneakers are 9, that's going to cost me, I think, 30 GST and 30 GMT, half of what is needed to go from 19 to 20. Now going from, and I did a quick calculation early this morning, converting Solana to GMT and how much I made for the month. Basically, you would have, at my rate right now, my setup, it would take me 2 weeks of running, well, using all the profits to convert that to have enough GMT. 2 weeks for 30 GMT, right? And that would allow me to level up from 9 to 10, right? But in between the big level ups, it's pretty easy. It's like 20 or no, not less than that. Like, it's not that much. It's like a run, and you could level up. But the importance of that is, this is what is important. When you do level up, you get points, right? You get points that you could distribute, right? You could distribute to where, let's see, let us where did I see the sneaker? And it's all its attributes. You know, there's a part here where you have all the attributes of the sneaker: efficiency, resilience, and I mentioned, like, basically you really want to focus on efficiency and resilience, because efficiency is how much the sneaker can earn. That's directly tied into how much it's earning, and resilience is how resilient it is, where you would have to use less GST to repair it per run. Yeah, as you can see right here, efficiency. So here, like, the average of my sneakers are like efficiency at like 9. I think one of my runners has it's a bit lower, so it's earning less. And just to take a quick look at my best sneaker, so it could help you as far as when you're searching for sneakers and looking for things as far as what the base. Okay, so all right, so that one's 9.7. So you want to get as much base efficiency in there when you're searching for a sneaker, and then when you do level up, you could allocate as much points. I would to what I was doing. Like 95% of the point allocation was going towards efficiency, and a little bit towards resilience, right? So I thought that was important because it would help you when you're looking for sneakers. So what I also did last night, being that it was a full run, it was one full. Here's a Bitcoin chart, by the way. Let's put the Solana chart there. We're talking about StepN. Right. Here's the Solana day chart. So what I did was I took the month and I took a snapshot of all the different health HP. I don't know what the P stands for, but health performance, I guess, of each sneaker. So how I use them. So, like, you know, some sneakers that I use mostly, it's dropped more. So I basically took and I looked out of 700%, right? Total, how many points that went down for the month. So this is, like, you know, again, based on each, it's going to vary per sneaker based on each of its own attributes. But, you know, this is like a general overview. I wanted to see how many points I go down, etc., etc. Make a calculation. Like, if I were to remain at this level of my sneakers, not doing anything except just running and doing the daily repairs, I have about 9 to 10 months of running, right? Before it gets to like 25%, and you can't use it anymore when they get to 20%. And out of the withdrawals, I actually took all the GSC, converted it to Solana, and then withdrew it to my Solana wallet. Now, it wasn't really, to be honest, it was, you know, when I'm throughout the month, when I'm doing, or the day is a part of my game, when I'm converting, first of all, because there's a small fee to send it from, it takes 2 GSC to send it from wallet to wallet, right? Well, I'm not sure if it's the other way around to global. I think you might have to pay a Solana fee. I don't remember, but moving from your spending wallet to your global wallet, it costs 2 GST. So you don't want to be doing that all the time. You have to look for opportune moments, or what I do, I look for moments which is turning out to be like even rare more, where GST has a higher uptrend or just a higher trend, right? Well, this is a day chart, so this is looking really bad. But if GST has a high, like, you know, say GST is on its way up for a bit on the day on the hour chart, for example, and Solana is like really clearly on the way down. I started creating a sheet for that. Let's see, looking at trends actually. I think this is it. No, wait, it may have been it. No, it's something else. This got me thinking into other things too. Here, GST to Solana. So I was taking day trends and seeing in which direction, taking ratios, etc. And I started even formulating, okay, if it's red here, then it's a good time to buy, etc. And that was pretty cool. It was working. I was just something I'm trying out and something I will continue to try out. But when it comes down to it, looking at the trend, the worst, and which leads to like one of the worst case scenario. It's like, you know, like GST is just the permanent downtrend at the moment, right? So it's like I feel as a project something big has to happen, or you know the macro economics is tied into everything. Everything is kind of on a downtrend, but I think something like inflationary and is still speculative as this is even in a worse downtrend. So again, going back to it, if this project survives this downtrend of world economics, and it might be possible that there's something here, but looking at this right now, it's at a downtrend. So this kind of affects my decision making. Like I'm not, like, you know, when there was like a 1 ratio, but look, 1-to-1 for a minute where it was like 0.3 cents to 30 something cents, and there was good moments there, but now it's like it would be 2.6 to 3.3, and I think that gap is going to grow more. So point is, convert that GST as quickly as possible, right? Because this is like at this right now, right? But not, I wouldn't do it after every single run because that's 2 GST, but basically, you know, maybe 2-3 times a week, whatever. But it depends on the day, right? You know, and how the markets are looking. But generally speaking, so that was a bit of a rant there. Right. Okay, yeah, the 1 month take, 1.43 Solana, which is not that bad because already, so this is my break-even point was 11 Solana, right? Because I put in 11 Solana for this project, and when Solana was about at 31 to 34 dollars. And how I'm doing it, so what I'm going to consider breaking even is reaching the amount of Solana, not so much the dollar. And then when I convert it, so for example, so today, I withdrew 1.34, so this takes this at 11 Solana down to 9.57 Solana that I need to break even, and taking the price of Solana at the time of this calculation, it's $304, right, to break even. So at 1.43, right, so if we divide, so there's a little bit of a hopeful news right now. I don't want to even say hopeful and things like this. Let's not rely on hope. We got 9.57 Solana left to go, and if we were at 1.43, let's just say 1.25, 1.25 Solana a month, which who knows how the market looks. It might be much more difficult to get to these points. A Solana, right? 7.6. So at this rate, at the current rate, and also the fact that's me running every single day, and winter's around the corner. It's gonna be cold outside pretty soon, So it's like, I mean, I run in the cold as well. It makes no difference to me because I just bundle up really well, and I actually enjoy it because the air is quite crisp, but it's cold. the inclination to go out is less than when it's like a beautiful sunny day, right? So that's also going to take that into account in the next few months. But let's just say 8 months. So if 8 months, if we can continue this, and I can't, again, I don't have no control on how the market's going to go, but if it's something like this, as far as the ratio, it would take me, I would still have, I could break even with still having maybe even a month and a half, right? More to earn profit. So maybe right, to earn profit, or even to who knows, maybe take that time to earn GST and upgrade one of the sneakers. Who knows? Again, going back to the strategy, we'll think of the strategy when we reach that point in time. So that is mainly. Oh yeah. Also, no one's been using my activation codes, which means that nobody's watching this show, which is okay for now. But I'm really hoping, long term, that more people than zero or a handful watch the show. So what I need you guys to do, please, if anything, please just hit the like, hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Just if you could start with that, I'd very much appreciate it. Whoa, what happened there? Right, so there we are, activation codes. That's what we were doing. So no, I'm gonna say it again, these activation codes. But I'm really hoping when you log into the account, because you have, the thing is with the activation codes, that's also something I forgot. You get one activation code for a new activation code that you can share for every 10 energy levels that you use, right? So for me, my average per account, per wallet would be like each day I get 4 energy levels. So every 2.5 days, let's just say 3 days, I'll get another activation code, and that'll be basically 2 because on each, per phone. But you can only get one at a time. That's what I forgot to mention last night. You only get one at a time. It's not like you could collect them, right, and keep having more. So you always have one that you can give, and then once someone uses it, then you could get another one. And still, no one has used this. So I'm going to give these 2 activation codes. And you know what's going to be interesting? When someone actually finally uses this, I know someone actually watched the show, watched this episode, and actually got into this StepN. Right? So, here we go. The 2 activation codes are 36446856. 503333269. That's it. Those are the 2 activation codes. I look forward to somebody using them. I know, wow, I'm getting somewhere. Another thing that I wanted to share with y'all. I just uploaded a new video. Check it out. He's gonna be one of the stars of this show. I'll tell you now, I see it already. This guy has got a great future ahead of him. Right? Hold up. Oh, well. Right, I'm going to my channel right here, and here I'm going to tell you something. Hold up. Oh, that is what's going on right now. If you search Professor Williams Atertis, search for him right now, you're gonna see his first video. See, that's Atertis, Professor Williams, and you could just watch him, just have a day about it, just doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Really, really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Let's see where we could actually see him. There he is, just chilling. He's just chilling. Right now he's on sunny days. That summer was great. He's on a balcony. I made my whole balcony turtle proof, so he can't fall. But now I have to make a section for him inside because now it's getting cold. Yeah. So that's another thing. But I want to have him on the show more. So that's something that to look out for. So again, search Professor Williams Atertis. Check the video out. See if you like it. Hit that like as well for that video. And I think that is pretty much all I wanted to get through. Another thing, yeah, last thing. Let's close off. It's a lovely Saturday out there. Let's enjoy life. That's why I'm gonna wrap this up, because I'm going to just finish up some cleaning here, and then go out and try to enjoy life. I'm gonna see my girlfriend. Just do something fun. Try to get away from this. Just dribble. I love it though. I love being here. I like it though, but I'm gonna take a break away from what I love to do, which is kind of a cool thing as well. It's bleak. I know it looks bleak. Let me look at this. Look at this. This is where we are now, right? This is where we are right now. I just want to say, let's see, we're even below on the day chart. We're even kind of below. Like if you drew a line, come on. If you drew a line from here, this low, to here. And if you do the same thing with equities and the NASDAQ, you're going to get a similar line, just to let you know that things are shit everywhere, right? There's a war going on still, and Putin, is annexing just the other day, he's annexing 4 territories in the Ukraine. The pound is crashing. Things that have never happened before are happening. So it's a really bad time, and I guess what I'm just trying to say is, we're all in this together. We're all experiencing this, right? And if you got into crypto, I know, I got in around here, I think, right before, and I know people that got in up here, right? And things were everything was going good, right? Everything. And then now we feel how, now, at least for me, this is my first bear market. Now I see how, when the opposite of all this euphoria, right? We're like, oh man, everything you did was working, right? Yeah, let's go. Hey man, let's go to Italy. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it, right? And stuff like that. And then things go down, and then you still dollar cost averaging, and then I don't know. I'm sure not the only one that basically we've dollar cost averaged all the way down. Right? And now we're here. And the thing is, now it's the ones that sell everything that they've accumulated. It's accumulation game, right? If you sell everything that you've put into this now, that's the worst thing you could do. Everything would be at a loss. If you could see here, I mean, if on a longer trend, this will go up, just because if you look at this is the NASDAQ. That's the NASDAQ. Don't mind the lines, these are old lines. But it will, right? Look at that. Let's take a look at them. I'm looking at these. As far as so we could go lower, right? But look, it's just surviving this bear market until we get. It might take a long time, but that's what it is. That's the game right now. If you're convicted to a technology, that's the thing. If you have to sell to do stuff. If you're putting it to, say, another asset, because everything's down right now anyway, or you really need it. You need the money. Or you have to buy tangible things that for your work, or for things to move things around. Yeah, then you should sell. But if you don't have to sell, then don't. And if you're committed to that technology or that project, right? I have strong convictions of cryptocurrency and where it's going, that I really do feel like it's going to be the future of many things, as being the background technology of many different protocols and projects, as well as moving value in currency around, as well as art. There's so much gaming. It's all going to reside. Cryptocurrency is all going to be the background of all of this, right? It's It's like the comparison would be like the HTTP websites, right? No one really knows about HTTP. Like you don't know to really understand how it works, but you know how it works, right? When mass adoption happens, the cryptocurrency is going to be in the background, and most people aren't even going to realize it or even care or know how it works. But it's guys like us that really understand this, that are trying to apply this into our daily life. Well, if anything, we'll have a bit of an edge. I'm not saying that, there's no financial advice here, never, but if anything, I feel getting used to this technology now, you'll just have a bit of an edge, if anything, right? At minimum. So, yeah, we've been on the downtrend. Yeah, one thing I want, and I remember from something I read. I think it was a bit of something from the Art of War, as well as I think the 48 Laws of Power. And this is where a lesson I'm taking from all of this, right? That's been going on, and now we're in a recession, where I believe it was from the 48 Laws of Power, where in times of prosperity, no, I think it is the Art of War. In times of prosperity is when you should really act like you're being more conservative with your spending, really more thrifty, if you will, or those are the times, right? And then times like where it's really shitty and things are bad, that's when you should be should I say buying, or that's when you should have an event of sort. Be like shine in a sense, right? That's a good time to shine, and I guess in the art of war way of looking at things, where it's like when everything is going great up here, okay, that's the time to chill in the background. All right, let everybody else party. You do your, you know what I mean? Everybody's flossing, whatever. But that's when you're really saving. That's when you're really more. And then times like this, these are the times when you can buy things and shine. And it makes sense too, because this is the time now to be buying assets, to be buying stuff, because everything's cheap. It does make sense, right? You buy low and you sell high, right? Again, this is the same metaphor, analogy. You buy low, sell high. So it's like when, that's what I learned. Like I things were so great when we were up here, and I was like, it was nice. It was nice. But now I learned next time it's like, no, when things are good again. Like now, my thing is now to accumulate as much capital as I can, right, and continue to DCA. Right, because when this goes up, all everything that we've DCA'd in will turn into profits on the way back up, right? Continue to DCA, and try to accumulate capital for the next bottom. Not this bottom. That I don't know when's that gonna be. I have a lot of money situations I need to take care of, but it might be like 2 years. So I'm in no rush, but I'm gonna try to prepare. That's the thing. Try to prepare for the next. Being that this is the first bear market, I'm seeing how things are, I'm learning from this. Now it's all about accumulating as much and keeping it very, very modest. My lifestyle, everything between now and then, right? And just accumulating. So when we're here again, right, the next, hopefully if the I don't want to say the next war, because that's terrible, but the next global situation where that we get down here again, when we're here again, then that's when I'll be sitting on a pile of capital that I could be deploying into projects that I've been researching, and now would be that time would be the good time to get in, right? So remember that in times of prosperity, that's the time to be modest, right? And that's the time to kick it back. In times of times like this, that's when you deploy capital. And also at the same time, times like this is where you also learn new things, and just really, and in some cases, it's like I can't really go hard on anything right now. But so again, this is the time where, okay, what other parts of because things are quiet, right? Everything's kind of quiet, and this is time where, okay, well, also, what's a good thing to work on and improve on, develop myself further? This is a good time to learn. So anyway, we're all in this together, boys and girls. Okay, I'm gonna hit that. I gotta go for a run now. Clean this house, get the fuck out of here. Thank you for joining. You guys have a wonderful day. I always have to also prepare the end as well.